Dan, Book Nook Noggin here, and you know, if you've been subbed to me for a while now, you know I don't typically do tags. I don't usually do them because I feel like I always usually feel so awkward when it comes to doing tags that I'm not really 100% sure of what answers I should give, and I'm always afraid that people are going to second guess my answers and think I'm weird. So that's why I typically tend to stay away from tags. But the lovely Miss Mindy from Mindy's Book Journey tagged me in the Horror Hearts book tag. So I figured, you know, this one sounds really fun, and what a great way to give shout outs to some channels that I enjoy watching, and maybe you guys have not heard of these channels, and I think this is a great way to share some love for these channels. The first question is, a booktuber who makes you laugh. And immediately, as soon as I saw this question, the first booktuber who came to mind was Jay Maddox from Jay Maddox Entertainment. If you have not subbed or seen any of his videos, you need to unfuck that. Go check out his channel. He, not only is he so, like, awesome at editing his videos, he's kind of got this really kind of sarcastic kind of humor. He's fucking hilarious, man. He's really funny. He makes me laugh almost every single video he puts out, and I don't know why I didn't sub to him sooner. But yeah, great fucking channel. I'm gonna have the links to these channels down below, along with the questions and my answer for who. But yeah, definitely sub to his channel. Question number 2, booktuber who is brutally honest. The first person who comes to mind for this one is Jen Bernardini. Jen will not hold anything back. If she thinks a book sucks or a book is bad, she'll flat out tell you. And she'll tell you why she thinks a book is bad. I love the fact that, you know, she doesn't, like, you know, try to pander to, you know, even if it's like a book that's really hyped and really popular, she doesn't pander. She flat out will tell you if a book is crap, and she'll tell you why. So that way, I appreciate the fact that she is brutally honest like that, because I feel like sometimes, especially in the booktube community, I feel like some people kind of tend to overinflate star ratings for certain books, and she doesn't do that. So I totally appreciate her opinions in that regard. Number 3, booktuber who's like a brother. I thought this was a really awkward question because I'm trying to be... This is the irony of being a booktuber. I'm like... In real life, I'm a social butterfly. I'll go and talk to random strangers, like, anywhere I go. But I'm kind of coming out of my shell and trying to be more active and participating and networking with other booktubers. One of the people that came to mind for this question was Chris from the Basement. I could see me hanging with him, so I guess, you know, a booktuber who could be like a brother. Chris from the Basement is somebody that I think I could hang out with in real life, and, you know, I think he's got, like, similar tastes and stuff, and I could... Okay, question number 4, booktuber who is like a sister to you. I picked, Fanged Pipsqueak Reads. If you're not familiar with who she is the author of Vic LeMay Mist. I always, like, interact with her probably the most when it comes to, like, Twitter and YouTube. I mean, I do interact a lot with Mindy's Book Journey too, and a few other people, but I'm gonna go with Fanged Pipsqueak Reads. Number 5, Booktube Crush. This one, it's not like... You know, like, I think this is such an awkward question, and this is, like, an optional question if you decide to do this tag. But, I tried to think of, like, someone who is a big channel and someone who I would love to have their sub count. There's a few that come to mind, like Cameron Chaney. I would love to have his sub count. Or Rachel from the Shades of Orange. I would love to have her sub count, so I guess those will be my answers. Number 6, a booktuber you'd love to have dinner with, and I chose 2. WRB Well-Read Beard and Brad Proctor. You could combine the two, like in that, like the thing that the fly was combining, you would have Well-Read Brad. And yeah, I would totally love to have dinner with these guys and just chat about books. I think that, because I know Brad likes food, and I have a feeling that Kevin, Well-Read Beard, does too. So I think that they would have great taste in food. So I think that would be a fun experience to have dinner with them and to chat about books. Number 7, booktuber who shares your taste in books. The first person that immediately came to mind, because there are not many other booktubers, especially in horror booktube, that have very similar tastes to me. I immediately thought of Eric Smith. Eric Smith is someone who, he does like a lot of indie horror, and he likes a lot of that, you know, the really independent horror books. He's got really good taste in indie horror, and not just that, but he has good taste in comics too. And there aren't too many people in booktube that have a legitimate like love for comics. Like, you'll see him every once in a while in some booktubers videos where it's just like some hyped up graphic novel or comic trade series that, you know, everybody seems to know. You know, Eric Smith, he has a genuine love for comics, and you can see it in his background with his quilt mural of Marvel Zombies. That's a fucking sweet-ass background, and I always try to watch almost every single video he puts up because I know he has very similar tastes in books. Now I have to tag 3 other booktubers, and I'm going to tag these folks, but I don't know if they're going to see this tag. I'm hoping they're going to see this tag, and I'm kind of hoping that they will go do this tag too. But I'm going to first tag Jen Bernardini, and then I'm going to tag Fanged Pipsqueak Reads, and I'm going to tag Eric Smith. So those are my answers to the Horror Hearts book tag, and those are the people that I'm tagging. I thought this was a pretty fun little tag, you know, where I got to shout out some other folks in the community. Go ahead, check out these channels. Like I said, I'm going to put down, you know, the questions and then my answers below for the channel that I answered that with. Yeah, the biggest channel I mentioned, some of them are like super big channels, but yeah, still go ahead and check them out. Maybe you're not aware of them. Maybe you're new to watching booktube videos, and maybe you've never heard of some of these channels. So go check those out. This has been Dan. Thank you for watching if you made it this far. Till next time, stay healthy and be good to each other.